What's up, Wayfinders, and good morning from Epcot. It's going to be a wonderful day today. We've got Cosmic Rewind, we've got World Showcase that we're going to be exploring, and then tonight we have Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It's going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and get things started. Alright friends, we have had an excellent morning so far at Epcot. We've mostly spent the morning in Future World, but now we're at World Showcase where they are having the Food and Wine Festival right now. I am super excited. This is one of my favorite festivals. If you listen to our Top 5 Epcot Experience podcast, you know that this is one of my favorite things that I added specifically this festival. And so today we are going to be doing what is called Emile's Fromage Montage. I have been struggling to say that. But so what we're going to do is we're going to have 5 items today that we try that are focused mainly around cheese. And then we are going to, if we complete it, we are going to get a little treat later on. So we're going to go around World Showcase. We're going to find some items. We're going to show them to you. We're going to give you our reactions as we eat them. And then hopefully we can complete Fromage Montage before it's time to get on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So let's go around Showcase and get some cheesy items. All right, first item is down, and we got the Canadian cheddar and bacon soup from Canada. This is actually a appetizer that is directly at Le Cellier, which you guys know is a favorite of the podcast. And so we tried it for the first time. Mom's never been to Le Cellier though, so give your thoughts first.
That was amazing. It was creamy and I don't want to say rich because it wasn't heavy. And it's hot outside, but we clean the bowl. Let's put it to you that way. And, and they serve it along with pretzel bread.
Yes, their famous pretzel bread at the restaurant is what's included with this, and it is very, very good.
And for like $5.70 or something like that.
Yeah, so we're off to a great start, I think, with this. But now we're going to move on to our next spot, and we'll check in back with you guys after we get done. All right, second stop is now done. We went to the Brazil Pavilion and we got the Pão de Queijo, which is pretty much cheese bread. And this was really, really good. Like, honestly, you know, you never know what to expect with, you know, the stuff here. But the cheese bread at Brazil is definitely one that really blew it out of the water.
Yeah,
so.
It was warm and a little bit crispy on the outside, and then the inside was super soft and moist and just slightly stringy.
Yes.
But not too bad. Delicious.
Absolutely. It was very cheese heavy. This one was very cheese heavy. But honestly, that's what this whole little challenge is. So, but that is a good stop for us. We don't know where we're going next, but we will make sure to keep you guys up to date as we move along here. We got 3 more items to accomplish before we get our special treat at the end. So, here we go. All right, we just got done with item number 3 from Germany, which is the Scheiken Nudeln. Now, this was something we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into, but this was actually phenomenal.
So tasty.
So it was, can we read is the description on there?
No, it was on, okay, so it was noodles.
Yes.
With ham and onions.
Yes.
and cheese, obviously with cheese.
Yes. And it was really good. Like, I can't say that enough. It was crispy. It had a really nice crispy crust.
And that's what happens, like with cheese in the oven. It's going to crisp up. And we got like a side piece.
Yeah.
With the crispy on the that would touch the side of the pan. Oh my gosh, it was delicious.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of cheese it was because we didn't ask too many questions, but wow, it was amazing.
And honestly, the ham really helped to balance it out. Because if it was just cheese and noodles,
too much.
It would have just been really, really a lot. But the ham being in there with the onions too really balanced out the flavors very well.
Yep.
And just made it super good. And it was not dry. It was not
very creamy.
And so very, very good. We couldn't even eat it all because it was such a big portion, and we knew we had 2 more items left to get.
$5.
$5, very filling. I'm telling you, when you come to this festival, you can fill up on not a whole lot of money and have some really, really good food, and that's something you definitely need to try. So we're off now. We still got 2 more items to go. We'll check back in after the next one. All right, so item number 4 was at India with the crispy paneer. Now, this was kind of like a fried cheese, but it's not your typical fried cheese. The coating and the spices that are used to fry it is actually very sweet, and it's kind of a weird, weird taste because you look at it, you think it's going to be like a mozzarella stick, but it's not. It's actually really sweet, but they have this curry ketchup that goes along with it. And at first I was okay with it on it. I was neutral on it, and then I had it with that curry ketchup, and I found out it was really, really good. And so I was honestly, I told Mom, she didn't really like it. She didn't really eat any of them. But I told her that if I had just come here earlier and just gotten this on my own, I probably could have eaten all of them with that curry ketchup. So honestly, not too bad. Not my favorite thing by far, but definitely something that was worth getting, in my opinion, on this montage. So now we're going to go on to our last item, and then we're going to get our special treat. All right, so we did finish Emile's Fromage Montage. We stopped at Flavors of Flame? Fire. Flavors of Fire. We got the corned beef, and it was really, really good. It came on a bed of chips covered in a cheese sauce. I wouldn't call it queso.
No.
But it was a cheese sauce. It was actually really, really good. A great way to round it out. Now, we are going to get our special treat for finishing, but our group for Guardians of the Galaxy got called. So we're going to go ride Cosmic Rewind now, and then we are going to give you our thoughts on that, and then we're going to go pick up our special treat before Mom has to head back home to the airport. So we're going to go to Guardians now. All right, y'all, we have had a great time here at Epcot today. Unfortunately, Mom did have to get out of here because she is going back to the airport to go home. But we rode Guardians of the Galaxy. It was absolutely fantastic. I can't tell you guys enough. That ride is hands down the best at Epcot now, and it is so much fun. You have to do it. I did get the same song again, which was a little bit like of a bummer, but it's so much fun. I didn't really care at the end of the day. So here's what we're gonna do now. We also finished Emile's Fromage Montage, and so we got our little snack in this cup here as a cheesecake type dessert. Okay, it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't, anything too crazy, but it was a free dessert after our little scourge around the World Showcase today. So it was a good reward, and it's hot today, so it was a nice cool treat on a hot day. But anyways, now moving forward, here's what our plan is going to be. It is looking like some rain clouds are rolling in, so I'm gonna ride a few more rides here at Epcot. Then I'm gonna go ahead on over early to Magic Kingdom to go ahead and get in the park before it is time to check in for the Not So Scary Halloween party. So follow along with me, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, my friends, so I'm here at Magic Kingdom now. Got here a little bit earlier. Park entry for the Halloween party actually starts at 4 o'clock, but of course, if you're park hopping, you can still come in at 2. Now, it is worth noting that on park days where there is a party, that Magic Kingdom does close at 6 o'clock. So if you don't have a party ticket, I would suggest not coming to Magic Kingdom that day unless you're okay with park hopping somewhere else. If you plan to be here late though and to see fireworks and all that, you're going to be disappointed because the park will close at 6 o'clock. Now, once the party starts at 4, we will be able to kind of hang out, do a lot of fun things. And at 6, once everybody has left the park, that's when it'll officially switch over to the Not So Scary Halloween party, where there'll be special treats, special ride overlays, special character meet and greets. There'll be lots of really cool things going on. So we're going to do that tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun, special treats, special events, special fireworks. It's going to be a great time. My plan for this is to try to focus mostly on rides and the snacks, and then watching the special shows for tonight. I'm not a big character meet and greet person, and even though it is cool to have like Jack and Sally and Stitch dressed up as Elvis, unfortunately those lines can get up to 2-3 hours long. So I'm going to try to avoid those as much as I can, but hopefully too we'll be meeting up with some friends a little bit later as well, and we'll just see kind of how the evening goes. But for right now, I'm going to ride some things that are not going to be open during the party, like the Tiki Room, maybe the People Mover. I'm not sure what all is going to be staying open during the party, so I'm going to try to ride as much as I can now, and so that way when that time comes later, I don't miss out on those things. So follow along with me and check back in just a little bit. All right, friends, so we have checked in for the party now. We have our wristband, we have our really cool trick-or-treat bag, just packed up in my backpack right now because don't know if I'm really gonna trick-or-treat too much today, but I'm excited for the party. It's gonna get started officially here in just a couple more hours, but for right now, we're gonna ride some rides and then get ready for the party festivities really soon. So we'll check back in just a little bit. All right, y'all, we've been having a lot of fun so far. The party has still yet to actually officially begin, still a few minutes until that's happened. But one thing we have learned is take advantage of the time between park close and the beginning of the party. So the park will close to everybody, like I said, around 6, and then the party will start about 7. We just walked on to Big Thunder Mountain and Splash Mountain back to back, and really the last probably even from 5 to about right now, which it's almost 7 now. So for almost like the last 2 hours, wait times have been super low because people were leaving because the party was going to be happening soon. So take advantage, if you are coming here for the Halloween party or the Christmas party, take advantage of that extra time that you have and try to go ahead and knock out some big attractions so you're not wasting time during the party doing the party special things. You're not wasting your time on rides that you could have done earlier. So we're gonna keep having some fun. We're gonna get started with the party festivities here in just a few minutes. So we're gonna keep track and let you guys follow along. So flash forward, it is now the next day, and I just want to come back and reflect on a few things because it was hard to film in there. It was loud, it was dark. I mean, it was great because it was fit the atmosphere of the party, but also we got back super late. So, you know, it was one of those things where I just decided to wait till this morning to touch up and give some different thoughts. So first and foremost, there were some specialty snacks that I got to try while I was there at the party last night. And one thing that I tried was the Un Poco Loco Tots. This was at Friar's Nook over in Fantasyland. These were pretty good. They were their tater tots that are at Friar's Nook, which are always really, really fantastic. But these were covered in queso. They had chorizo. They had green chilies on them. It was good. It was definitely not worth the $12 I ended up paying for them. But also at that point, I hadn't really had anything to eat. The hot dogs that were at the Halloween party, I was not really interested in, so I didn't try them. So I moved past that. This was the only snack that I really wanted to try. So I'm not going to regret it. I would give it a 7 out of 10, but really not that great. The other treat I got was the jack-o'-lantern float at Sunshine Tree Terrace. I was excited about this. It was their orange and vanilla swirl with Fanta orange in as the float part, and then they sprinkled graham cracker like sprinkling on top. And it was definitely not that good. The best way I could describe it was it had like a really bad orange juice like aftertaste to it, and I don't know if that was the orange part of the swirl or what, but there's a reason why I'm a Dole Whip guy and not an orange swirl fan. If you're an orange swirl fan, all the power to you. You might really like this, but it just was not. It was not for me. I would definitely give it like a 3 out of 10 because literally I took 2 bites and I was almost done with it already. So, and that was like $7. So all in all, you know, I spent like $23 on snacks at this party and they were not that great. And my friends that I was with also agreed that really the food at the party was nothing to write home about. So that is a little bit of a disappointing aspect of it, that the specialty food and the specialty items you can find at the park are really not that great. And I've heard some complaints about other things like the coffee, the specialty coffee that's supposed to be at the party is not that great too. So a couple different things that were not great. But before we get into anything else, I don't want to just sit here and talk forever. So I'm going to show you guys a few clips of the shows and then we'll talk about them. Now, I will say this. The shows, as you saw those clips, were fantastic. I loved all of those. And you guys know I'm not a really big nighttime show guy, but the fireworks were really, really great. I loved them a lot. And the Jack Skellington puppet was great. I thought it was just a fun time. You know, it was different than the normal day-to-day fireworks. And so that was a fun little treat there. And then the Hocus Pocus stage show, oh my goodness, is was phenomenal. I mean, that took the cake. I mean, the Boo-to-You parade was great too. It was interesting to see characters you don't normally see in the parade. The Headless Horseman's awesome, but that Hocus Pocus show is fantastic. I mean, if you go to the Halloween party, you have to watch that. I recommend watching the midnight show, which is what we watched, because by that point, a lot of people have left the park because they have little kids and they need to get on out of there. But the midnight show is great. It allows you just a little bit of extra time at the party because you're not wasting any more party time. It goes from midnight to I think we left at 12:30, and so it was an awesome time, and it's pretty easy to navigate yourself out of there after that because most people have already left by that point. So Hocus Pocus show, fantastic. Can't rave about that enough. But that's all of the nighttime shows, the Boo-to-You parade, the fireworks, the Hocus Pocus show, all of them fantastic. Would go back just to watch those, even though obviously that's not my only point in getting this. So we're going to take a little pause here again, and then I'm going to give my overall thoughts about the Halloween party. So final thoughts on the Halloween party. This was a full day for me yesterday. It was, it almost felt like 2 different days, from Epcot and doing Emile's Fromage Montage with Mom, and then just hanging out there, then going to the Halloween party. It almost felt like 2 separate days. Now, we had a ton of fun at Epcot yesterday. Me and Mom did, getting to ride Guardians and doing Emile's Fromage Montage. If you've never been to Food and Wine before, they usually have some kind of specialty little thing like that where you can go around the World Showcase, get some different treats, and then go back and redeem it for a prize. I will say the nice thing with Fromage Montage, if I was by myself, this is what I would have done, is you can do it on different days. So really, me and Mom didn't have to complete it yesterday, but since there was 2 of us, we were able to knock out a lot of things together. And so if you're not doing that, though, if you're not working with somebody, though, I would definitely split that one up. It's just a lot of food, especially with cheese. It just gets super heavy throughout the day with the heat, and so I would definitely space yourself out if that's something you're interested in doing with that. But great time at Epcot. But as for the Halloween party, it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. I got to meet up with some friends and go around, and I think the best thing that we did was we had a plan of what we wanted to do, what we wanted to accomplish, and we knocked it out. Because the thing is, you're never at the Halloween party or the Christmas party going to be able to do everything. They pack way too many things into those parties, so that way everybody has something to do, but it also makes you want to come back and do it again. And so there is absolutely no way we would have been able to do everything that we wanted, but I think we all got to either get an item that we really wanted, or go see a character that we really wanted to do, or ride the ride overlays that we wanted. And so it was a lot of fun. And I think this party in particular, the Halloween party, is one you should definitely go to. I know it can be pricey. It can be from $119 to about $200 depending on the night that you go, but it is well worth your time because you really do get a lot done in that time, and you get Magic Kingdom with lower wait times than normal. You get just a really great experience of getting to go around, getting trick-or-treat candy. I mean, they were getting some good candy out last night. And then, you get the specialty treats, which are hit or miss, but, you get that option to do that. There's dance parties. The ride overlays were fantastic. Unfortunately, Pirates was shut down all night, so we didn't get to do that ride overlay. But we did get to do the Space Mountain one where they turned all the lights off in Space Mountain, and that honestly was really awesome. You guys know that I'm not a fan of that ride, but I loved that ride overlay. And then they had another one that we did. I'm trying to remember where it was at. It's going to kill me, but I'm so tired still from the night before, and so I can't really remember. But we did 2 of the ride overlays that we really wanted to do, and so honestly, yes, it is worth your time. It is worth your money to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I probably won't do it again anytime soon, just because I did it this year and I feel like that's good for me. But it is awesome. It is worth your time. Definitely do it at some point. And that's going to do it for this vlog here. Thank you guys for watching and following along. If you cannot tell from my shirt here, on the next vlog, I'm going to be going to Hollywood Studios doing sci-fi dine-in for lunch. It's going to be a great time. But until then, I hope you guys have a magical rest of your day. I'm going to talk to you again real soon.